Gratuitous! Stop!
Day 5. Okay? Let me know. I know I took it. Don't worry, after day 5 the notes are so short.
Are you filming? Because I didn't want that little snap.
What do you usually get? So is that better than 60? Are you happy?
I screwed up.
Stop.
And then that's the third one.
Whoa!
What are you doing?
What? I did what? Oh my God, he's scared me.